Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is Jared or Agent Scone. Gonna do some vintage cube draft. Cube's been out for a while now. New set, Tarkir Dragonstorm just here around the horizon. Full set was revealed today. Set looks great, but you know, until that happens, we're gonna do some cube and we are ready to go. All right, so nothing comes out immediately to me. So I love Coveted Jewel and Fabled Passage. Taxian Probe is probably the safe pick. Force of Will is good for interaction. Thalia if you go for an aggressive white deck. Nothing here is so powerful it's pulling me into a color. I think the safest pick is just Taxian Probe because it'll make the deck 100% of the time. And it doesn't commit me to anything in particular, like specific color or archetype or anything like that. Like, I guess Probe is better in, say, a kind of spell slinger type of shell. You want a lot of instants in your graveyard. You want to cast cheap spells, like maybe Storm or something of that nature. But Fast Bond is fun, but I'm not feeling that adventurous today. I'm just going to take Texan Probe. It's totally fine. Okay, now we have a little bit more options. So, Hymn to Turok is a good disruptive black card. And then Questing Beast with its Mountain of Text. Deathgreater's Champion is a little underrated. Very good aggressive red card. Can just stack up damage out of nowhere. Reprieve is a good counterspell. Well, sort of pseudo counterspell. It's not actually a counterspell. I like Loot. Loot's just kind of ridiculous. They're just trying everything to push the Pikachu agenda at us. But, I mean, 5 mana, 2/4, double strike, vigilance, haste, and you have 3 exhaust abilities you can activate only once, but they're all just so good. You can like lightning bolt something, you can ancestral recall, or you can Black Lotus, essentially. And see if it's seeing vintage play. It's just that strong of a card. Badlands is I don't know. Loot's the most powerful card. So we'll take that. And I'm probably just gonna follow that up with a Ren and 6. I don't have fetch lands yet, but I know myself. I'm gonna take fetch lands very highly. Other than that, there's a Dothy Voidwalker if we had stayed the mono black route. There's an Oculus, which goes well with the probe a little bit, but if we're gonna end up in a teamer space, Ren and 6 is such a perfect card. We get like one fetch land and this thing kind of pops off. And then if they ever play something like a Ragavan or an Ocelot Pride, this thing can kind of just kill it. So I like that. Screaming Nemesis, definitely a little better in standard than it is in cube, but it's still fine. Cannoneer if you want to go super heavy with artifacts. Time Warp would be a fine wheel. Spire Bluff Canal would be a good wheel. Bring to Light's only good if you have like busted cards that you can go and fetch up, like a Time Walk or something. I'm gonna take Ren 6. Oh, okay. There's a Cauldron. We could do that. We could definitely do that. Cauldron plus Loot is a pretty good combo. I'm not typically that much of a fan of this in Vintage Cube, but I mean, we have the combo, so we might as well try it out. Other than that, there are 2 pretty good lands that I would want. Treachery's fine, Tireless Tracker's fine, especially if we get fetch lands. Maybe I can wheel the Cauldron. That actually might be a better strategy. So I could start off by taking either Botanical Sanctum or the Verge and then try to wheel the Cauldron. Hmm. Yeah, this deck feels like it's going to be pretty multicolored. I'm going to take the Verge, I think. I'm not really sure which of those lands would have been better. Okay, there's really not much here, but I think I am glad I took this land specifically because I'm going to go ahead and just take the Flame Slash. It's really good to have cheap interaction, especially when it's like this hyper efficient, can kill like almost anything. It trades up in mana so much, and in this cube environment, they play Zerta or like a Sentinel of the Nameless City or something like that. They spend like 3 or 4 mana on their big bomby threat or combo enabler, and then you just blow it up for one single mana on your turn. That's very powerful. Other than that, there's Thought Scour, which if we wheel the Oculus would be good. There's Narset if you want to try to do some kind of combo potential, but yeah, I think Flame Slash is totally reasonable pick. Okay. Okay, now what? This land is unfortunate. It does not really help out. Okay. What do we want here? This pack kind of stinks. I could just stay red and take Trumpeting Carnosaur. There's an Everflowing Chalice to help ramp into loot. There's a Deathrite Shaman, but we don't have the fixing for it yet. I mean, you could play it just as a green card, I mean, but you really need like fetch lands to make this work. Yeah, I'm going to take the Carnosaur. You play it and say you play it, and then you go into loot. That would be pretty sick. Okay. So now that I have these 2 cards that are so expensive, Up the Beanstalk is actually looking fairly tempting here. But I don't really have the means to ramp into these. Like Generous Scent is probably a safer pick. Like I wish I could take both. Obviously both would be pretty good. Generous Scent helps with fixing, assuming we get like a green-red land. I'm going to try the Up the Beanstalk. That seems interesting to me. Okay, I think I'm going to take the Waterlogged Grove as opposed to a Firebolt. I'm just going to try to go a little bit bigger. We just committed to a very green card. So looking like I'm going to be a green-red base, splashing blue. So the River Pyroverge will help with that. And then the Waterlogged Grove can also help, but is also in that base color. Displacer Kitten is a cool card too. And if I had taken the, what was it, pack 1, the Coveted Jewel, that would have been pretty good. So gonna take fixing. And now we have our opening pack. It sucked before and it sucks now. So it's no Ragavan, but I guess I'll take a Kellen. It's not that good, but it'll do. Okay, once again, these lands are not really helping me out. I guess I could take a Huatli. Huatli can grab a basic, so it helps fix. And then I guess the backside can help ramp into my other things. This is not a great card by any means, but it's fine to get on the wheel. Okay, I'll take a Spiroglyph Canal. I'm glad that wheeled. Our fixing is, it's not ideal, but okay, we wheeled the Agatha's Soul Cauldron and we wheeled the Botanical Sanctum. So the question is, do I really want to go hard on the Agatha's Soul Cauldron, or do I just want really good Temur fixing? I've yet to play Agatha's Soul Cauldron in a deck, but you know what? I'm going to try it out. So now we're looking for other cards or creatures with abilities. It'd be really cool to get Grist and Splash Grist, but that's okay. Nothing really here for me. I like Voldaren Epic here, but this does not seem... Actually, let's take an Everflowing Chalice. Okay, and a Black-White Urge. Okay. Oh, there's an Oko. Well, that was easy. So, Grief and Grizzlebrand, 2 good black cards. I really want this Taiga. And what else is there? I mean, there's a Satyr Wayfinder, Spell Pierce if we're splashing. But if I'm going to splash a card, it's going to be Oko. And yeah, honestly, there's not really much else. It's pretty much Oko and Taiga, but Oko, that's such a power hit. Like, I'm gonna take Oko. Oh man, I'm really looking for fetch lands. So no fetch lands. What do we have? We have Chainsaw, Glorybringer. Actually, I like Glorybringer, and I'm looking more for mana value 5 or greater creatures because of the Beanstalk. So that's good. I could also take Sentinel. It's fine mid-range card. Chainsaw's removal. It's not great, but it's fine. Fire Ice is also good. This pack's fine. Like, not uber busted, but the cards are fine. I'm gonna take Glorybringer. Glorybringer is really strong. Okay, so there's a fetch land, but unfortunately, it is completely not in my colors, so I can't really make that work. We have, well, Shieldred's probably the best card. We have Coalition Relic for more ramping, but I don't really need to take it this highly. I think I'm gonna take it either Dismember or like a Braid or something, just to have more cheap interaction and just be able to kill things. Like, again, Dismember, 1 mana, you kill things way above in mana value, so you get such a good exchange. These lands are super unfortunate. Like, I really wish this was like a Thundering Falls or something of that nature. But anyway, we'll take another removal spell. Okay, there we go. There's a fetch land. That's good to see. And what am I giving up? I'm giving up Tarfire, Flage. Oh man, Flage is really good. I think there was a Savannah in the last pack. So if I wheel Savannah and I wheel Flage, that could work. But I don't know, that's a lot of things that needs to happen. There's Expressive Iteration. I love EI. So good. Lots of card advantage. In these big mid-rangey decks, sometimes you just need like a good play. An Expressive Iteration, you like double spell with it on turn 6, and then you'll get you play Expressive Iteration Oko in the same turn and Dismember or something. It's, yeah, very good. But we're gonna take Windswept Heath. We don't have any fetchable lands, but we will get them. For example, oh no, we have Strip Mine and Commercial District. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Commercial District is so perfect for what we're trying to do, but I I think we've just got to go Strip Mine. The upside is so high if you could just Strip Mine loop them with Ren and Six, and then you play enough cheap interaction. So like, okay, you Strip Mine the thing on 1, they play like a tap land, and then they play their 2-drop, and you kill it with Flame Slash. Then on your next turn, you can Ren and Six back the Strip Mine. So I think this deck will play to the strengths of that. But that being said, I want to take this Commercial District really, really badly. And also Pessimization, that's a card too. But yeah, let's take Strip Mine. Okay. So these lands don't currently help me with my goals. But okay. I could take an Overgrown Tomb or a Sacred Foundry as a speculation. There's also like Seasoned Pyromancer, but I I don't know if I want that necessarily. I mean, I could. I just feel like it'd be better to spec on a land. I want to take the Sacred Foundry, and the reason is we could open the card Omnath. We could also wheel the Flage and the Savannah. And I think just generally speaking, we pass a lot of black, and then the whole green blue red white space tends to offer some better things. Well, kind of immediately punished because we got a Terra Sunder and a Thoughtseize, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna spec on the Arena of Glory. I mean, it's fine with the cards I currently have. I mean, a lot of my best threats already have haste, but I can get Trumpeting Carnosaur haste, and that's pretty good. But mainly this is specking on if I can wheel Flage, because obviously it's really good with Flage, as seasoned modern players will know. Stormchaser's Talent, by the way, this card has been very impressive, especially if you have like busted stuff like Time Walk and Ancestral Recall. You rebuy it for 4 mana. Okay. Now what? I think I'm gonna just take the Underground Mortuary. We're opening ourselves. We already have the fetch land to grab it, so it's nice to have that, and it's not completely dead as far as the black side. Even if I get no more black cards, since I can make it so that Dismember costs me less life. Like, it's not great. Phyrexian Revoker would be totally fine and serviceable, but I'm going to open myself up to potentially playing some more colors. Okay, there's a good reason. There's a good reason. That is a good wheel. Scion of Draco, because now I can Not consistently, but maybe more reasonably cast it for, like, let's say on average at least 4 mana. Other than that, Generous Plunder would be fine. Seder Wayfinder would be fine. But I think Cyan of Draco is going to be the way to go here. Okay, what did we wheel? We wheeled a whole bunch of stuff. We wheeled the Chainsaw and the Fire Eyes. I'm just going to take Fire Eyes for the additional. Like, we're not super aggressive, so the Chainsaw, like, multi-equip onto things. That's not really a thing. Like, my threats are big enough already. It doesn't need this. But the Fire Ice has a lot of utility, like upkeep ice their land and that kind of thing. So we'll take that. Okay. Um, hmm. So it's between Dragon's Rage Channeler and a Braid. I think I'm doing okay enough on the interaction. Actually, I might want Ulvenwald Oddity in this deck. Yeah. Actually, I changed my mind. Yeah, I'm gonna take Ulvenwald Oddity. Oh, Expressive Iteration Wield? That's pretty good. If I had taken the Dragon's Rage Channeler, the Tarfire would be good because it counts as a kindred and an instant spell. So, but still, Expressive Iteration good for all the reasons I said earlier. There's, um, I guess Nexus of Becoming is not bad. I'm gonna spec on the Wastewood Verge. Okay, nothing here. This is this is not bad. Seething Song I can like more easily go into the Trumpeting Carnosaur, for instance. Okay, now what? I think I'm supposed to take Tropical Island. It is a fetchable green land with the Windswept Heath and helps me splash Oko. Like this will solidify the Oko splash for sure. And of course it makes Ice easier to cast, Taxing Pro easier to cast if I'm low on life. Other than that, Llanowar Elves, Hex Drinker are decent. Lelia is also quite strong. Thornspire Verge could wheel. Just trying to see what else could wheel. Jite is kind of a messed up magic card. But yeah, I'm going to take the Tropical Island. Oh, okay. Well, oh no. What? Oh gosh, they're making me make this decision here. Okay, so Moxen are just inherently busted. Moxen are so strong, they allow you to play ahead of curve, ahead of schedule. But we also have this Minskin Boo. Minskin Boo is one of the most broken planeswalkers. Like, it's definitely better than Oko and Ren at 6. It's like the perfect card for this deck. This is really hard. It's also, this Mox is not in our colors. Also, there's Chain Lightning, but we're not taking that over either of these, obviously. Gosh. On average, the Mox is probably better. We already have a lot of good threats. I'm gonna take Mox, but it's painful. Okay, now what? So there's Noble Hierarch, Malevolent Rumble, a couple more dragons, and these dragons are good as they trigger up the Beanstalk. Oh yeah, Scion of Draco also triggers up the Beanstalk. That's pretty nice. It's again probably better on average just to go faster. So let's just take a Noble Hierarch. Maybe I can wheel the Malevolent Rumble. Okay. Probably Tamio here, just another really efficient, cheap play that can get a lot of value all by itself. And it is not the easiest thing to do in this deck, but I definitely can draw 3 cards in a turn with like Fire Ice and Git Probe and up the Beanstalk. So it's not impossible. Like we can go turn 1 Tamio, turn 2 up the Beanstalk plus Gitaxian Probe and flip Tamio, and that's a pretty strong play. Sowing Micah Spawn would be good for ramp. Do I have any way to make colorless mana? No. Whoa, Strip Mine. So there's that. Mox Opal. Mox Opal Tamio, frequent best friends in the Temur Breach deck, which is 100% going to get banned on Monday. Okay. So Orcish Lumberjack and Avacyn's Pilgrim both help us go faster. What's better on average? I would imagine it's probably just better to take the Mana Dork, or take the green Mana Dork, as it's less likely that it would wheel. I think the or no, it's more likely. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that I think I can get the Orcish Lumberjack back, but I'm not sure I can get the Avacyn's Pilgrim back. So whatever I said is maybe not what I meant. Okay, so again, this is another situation where it's like, do we take the premium threat, or do we take like the value land that would go in um, any shell? Like this is kind of similar to the Mox versus Minsk and Boo decision. But okay, think of it this way. I'm going to take Library, and I think Library just goes in any deck. It's very, very strong in your opening hand. Like my deck has a lot of good cards. Are Would the deck be a little stronger if it has Esca's Chariot or Minsk and Boo? Well, especially Minsk and Boo, yes. But I'm already at 32 cards, now 33. And if I can just cast my spells, I should be okay. I have cheap removal, I have card draw, I have good mid-range threats. I can ramp into my bigger things and draw cards with up the beanstalk. Like I'm not struggling so much. Okay, now I'm going to take a Tribal Flames. So there's Tribal Flames. I was going to take Copperline Gorge, but this is not a fetchable land. My red-green fixing is debatable. Actually, the red-green fixing is not that good. I'm still going to take Tribal Flames, though. Seems pretty easy to have it be a 2-mana deal 5. Okay, now we'll take Third Path Iconoclast. This actually seems like a really good Third Path Iconoclast deck. Jite came around. Yeah, Jite's better now with like Third Path Iconoclast, a couple of my cheaper creatures. I think it's fine. Okay. So now I think I just take the Lush Portico to help with acquiring domain. Okay, perfect. Both of these dragons came around. What do I want more? Goldspan Dragon or Bonehorde Dracosaur? That's actually a good question. Do I want more lands or the card draw plus the faster? I'm going to take the Bonehorde Dracosaur. That one I wasn't sure about. Okay, Sowing Micah Spawn is pretty good as just like this mid-range card that ramps me. Orcish Lumberjack did wheel, so I can definitely go down on lands. Ooh. These, I don't think we're ramping that hard. Whoa, last pick Copperline Gorge? That is excellent. Okay. Okay, great. All right, that was pretty good. So, let's see. Everflowing Chalice. I guess I don't really need Everflowing Chalice, so that could be a cut. So right now this is 40 cards. So obviously we need to go down. We can go down to, I think we can comfortably go to 15 lands because we have really 3 Mana Dorks and a Mox. I take it back. We have Library and Strip Mine as kind of colorless spell lands. So never mind. I think we should go for 16 lands. Okay, so what are we cutting? All right, I got the Soul Cauldron. Yes or no? Does it work with anything else? It works with our Mana Dorks, which is fine. It works with, obviously, obviously Loot. It works with, nope, not that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think on average, Agatha's Soul Cauldron is just not going to be a card. It's probably just on average not going to do what I want it to do. So I think I'll just go ahead and cut that. And I think I'm also going to cut Kellen. Kellen just does not really. It's not really the threat that I'm looking for when it comes to what this deck is trying to do. If we had a lot more cheap threats and this is kind of like a redundant piece, it's fine. But like this requires a lot of mana and a lot of like prayers that it won't just die for it to get all of its value. So we're just gonna, yeah, I think we could do better. Do I want the Seething Song? Now that's the question. We don't have that much that's like top end that we need to like Seething Song into a Trumpeting Carnosaur. Like we can kind of hold our own and just kind of work our way naturally through the curve. We don't really necessarily need the turbo button here. I mean, it's not bad. Like going turn two Seething Song maybe off of Mox Pearl into a Bonar Dracosaur Glorybringer is good, but I don't think it's necessary. All right, you know what? We're gonna play the cauldron. We're gonna test this theory and see if it works. And it's not like it's completely dead, because if you're playing against a graveyard strategy, like say you eat their Grizzlebrand and then you turn one of your creatures into a Grizzlebrand, that's pretty good. So yeah, okay, I've convinced myself. Okay, let's add some lands. It probably would suggest a red and a green. So let's do our counting. Um, so for green sources, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's kind of bad. Wait, hold on a second. Wastewood Verge, we do not need. Actually, never mind. It's a free forest that helps with dismember, so I guess it's kind of acceptable. Is there anything here that I don't want? So notably, this Windswept Heath is my only like fetch land, and then Strip Mine as far as like combos with Ren and Six. So the Windswept Heath cannot grab red, and that. Oh wait, yes it can. Yes, Sacred Foundry. Never mind. Okay, we're good on that sense. Okay, let's go back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red sources, or sorry, green sources. That's kind of bad, but we'll fix it. For red, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red sources. It's not great. What about blue? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 blue sources. I think, yeah, I think I need to. All right, let's add those. I think I need to add another land. I think my colored mana situation is just too poor. So let's sort by color. Oh, or are we just dead even on green? Okay, we have like the slightest bit more red than green. Interesting. Sort by mana value. So, yeah, I think we have too many colorless, quote unquote, colorless utility lands in Mox Pearl that I think I'm just gonna give up the Agatha Soul Cauldron Dream, and then we're gonna add another forest to maximize the chances of a turn one mana dork. All right, I think this deck is. It could have been better. Again, you gotta ask the question: would I rather have had a Mox Pearl, or would I rather have had a Minsk and Boo? TBD. This deck it's definitely lacking. I think in like this part of the curve, we have some threats. Oko's obviously busted, but Huatley's middling. And then we have Micah Spawn's okay, but it's extraordinarily rare that we will be able to kick it. We also have Library of Alexandria to help kick it. Ulvenwald Oddity is totally serviceable, but that's kind of it. The best parts of our deck are certainly here on the top end. But, all right, anyway, let's see how it goes. So, this is fine. Yeah, let's keep this. It's totally serviceable. So, okay, notably, I don't have a basic island, so I think I'm going to have to go and get the, I'm going to play this out. So I have a green-white surveil land and a black-green surveil land that I could get, but I'm not able to get a blue source off of the Huatli. So I might want to just go ahead and fetch up the, not breeding pool, the other one, the tropical island. We'll see. And I think I want to draw more land, like another land on average. Like it's really important. So I'm not going to fetch right now. Obviously, if I had like a hedge maze or something, I would fetch now, but I don't. So I'm just going to go to my turn. Okay, we drew a land. So that's good. So let's go ahead and fetch the tropical island. And then yeah, let's shock this in. And then we'll Huatli, and we will go and get a mountain. So now our double red is covered. Our double green is covered. So next turn, we can Tribal Flames for 4. That's not bad. Tribal Flames for 4, and then either Dracosaur on 5, or we could just flip Huatli, which that could be good, but we'll see. All depends what my opponent does. They're also taking their sweet time here. Ideally, I want to wait until loot for turn 6, so that's why I'm going to go Dracosaur first, because you really want to like play loot and then activate immediately. Okay, we have a Tameo, and we have a Chromatic Star. They're going to draw a card. Are they going to draw their third card? Okay, wow, they're drawing their third, fourth, and fifth card, clearly. Okay, so Ancestral Recall, that's good. Thankfully, I do have an answer in the hand. They're going to discard what? What are they discarding? Okay, Reprieve. Okay, what did I get? Okay, anyway. I got a mountain. So let's play the mountain they know about. Okay, we have green, blue, red, white. So let's kill Tameo. We really do not want that sticking around. Okay, great. And then we'll hit them in the face. Oh, only for 1 because they uptick Tameo, right? Okay. So, not great. We have some good plays next turn. Okay, if they're island cycling after drawing like 5 cards, that's probably a good sign. Maybe they just want to... Okay, maybe they're just missing a color or something. Okay, what do they have? If they just pass the turn, that's not good. Okay. Ugh, Grim Monolith. All right, I do not have an answer for that right now. Okay, there's an Oko. I could turn the Grim Monolith into a 3/3. That's a legal game action I could take. I kind of want to be mana efficient though. What does the backside of this do? Create a couple 3/3s. Yeah, that's probably better on average. So let's hit them first. Okay. And then we'll go flip. Make a couple of 3/3s. And then on the following turn, we can have access to potentially 7, maybe even 8 mana. So we could go like loot into Flame Slash, or like, okay, we could probably deal with whatever the Grim Monolith produces on the table. So I'm not particularly worried. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. The problem is also they are a blue deck, so they most likely have ways to deal with what I'm trying to do here. Also, notably, the Roar of the Fifth People does not give my creatures the ability to tap for blue, so I'm not able to like loot plus Oko necessarily. Okay, okay, so that happens. Okay, they discard it. What did they discard? Mana Drain plus Legion Extruder. So they've obviously got some stuff going on. So maybe they have a Force of Will. So okay, let's think about this. So how much mana do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we can go loot. We cannot draw 3 cards. That would obviously be ideal. We have a fire to deal with the Kiora. Oh, wait. Actually, I kind of like ice to tap the Grim Monolith. Because then they're not able to untap it. That's actually pretty good. Can I do everything? I think the answer is yes. So let's see if we can do this. So if we go red, green, blue. Oh no, I wait. Right. So we're gonna go loot, and loot itself can tap for mana too. I think I can do everything I want. So yeah, let's do this. So we'll play loot. And then we'll add red. We'll flame slash the Kiora. And then we'll go to combat. We need to keep this back, so we can do this. And then I think we do this now, or else they could just untap it. So we'll go green, add 3 mana of any one color. We'll add 3 blue. And then we'll ice the Grim Monolith. Okay, I think that was good. Okay, and we get a land too. Nice. So now next turn we get to kind of pop off. So we can't add mana anymore, but that's fine. I'd much rather. I mean, we're just gonna draw 3 cards. Okay, they're mystical tutoring on upkeep, so maybe it's something they can balance. All right, that's fair. I mean, they're kind of just forced to balance here. I guess that's not the end of the world. It's not good. Okay, what are we gonna keep? I guess we just keep the non-basic lands. So they have to discard a lot of cards is the one upside here. I don't think. Oh wait, I do have a dinosaur. That's the whole point. So we have the dinosaur. We have the what is it? The Discover 5 guy. We have that, whatever it's called. So really unfortunate that they were able to answer loot before I was able to ancestral recall, but yeah, they're discarding pretty good cards. Yeah, I have to sack all my creatures. That's fine. But now they probably don't have very much. Sowing Micah Spawn, that's a good draw. That actually helps out quite a bit. Okay, let's get the Trumpeting Carnosaur. Let's go get a Surveil land. Okay, we have lots of options here. I suppose yeah, let's just get the Underground Mortuary. Alternatively, I could get the Strip Mine. That's not. It could really hurt them if they only have 2 cards in the hand. And then we follow that up with like an Oko. I. Hmm. I feel like they can maybe get out of this. Their deck seems pretty good. I'm just gonna get the Surveil land. and then hopefully maybe we can hit like another, even another land would be like totally fine. Now that's, oh, that is so good. Oh my goodness. Now next turn we can go up the beanstalk, Oko, and then we just go absolutely insane. Oh, and I can add mana with this until this leaves. So I think we just do that to play. We can also play around like days and stuff. So let's add green. Let that go. Okay. Um, let's attempt to land the Oko. Oh, it worked. Okay. That just worked. Love it. Can we do that? And then we'll go up the beanstalk. Actually, I guess we'll leave up the green blue. Doesn't really matter. Play a land. All right. We are basically, we just have to untap. All we have to do is untap and we are golden. We're going to play our things. We're going to draw more cards. It's just really, really good. Okay. Now what? Dismember. That's totally fine. Okay. Let's attack them with a food. Okay. Do this. I could continue to play around days by just playing the Dracosaur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to do that. And plus then I can also still just hold up the dismember, which could matter if they play something like ridiculous. Ooh, taxing probe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what you got going on. All right, what do you have? What do you have? Okay, they're just not going to show me. So maybe some kind of combo piece or very expensive card, and then they just can't deal with what's on my board, so I'll take that. Okay, well, that was fun. I didn't quite see anything that the Soul Cauldron would have stopped. I mean, there's Kiora technically, but it seems unlikely I'd be able to. I'm not bringing in Soul Cauldron just for that. So, yeah, um, that seems good. Mana's a little not amazing. Okay, this is a good hand. It's pretty good. I can go turn one Tamio. Turn one Tamio, always nice. I can't quite. Oh my gosh! It's the play pattern I said earlier. Turn one Tamio and then turn two up the beanstalk to Haxian probe. Look at that. Everything's just going great. So hopefully they cannot answer the Tamio here. Okay, what do we got? We got maybe a balance. There's no way they're gonna balance a Tamio. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, Grim Monolith. That's a little scary. I don't have an answer for that right now. There's an Oko. Oko's in. It's not good enough. So let's get probe you first. Let's see what's going on in the hand. Okay. So they do have balance. They have portable hold. So they have answers to my Tamio, which is very unfortunate. Reprieve, Coveted Jewel. So if they draw a land, they can slam a Coveted Jewel, which I don't really like. But I don't really have a choice here. So we'll do that. Is Portable Hole is non-land permanent? Yeah. Oh well, we'll flip the Tamio, and we also make the clue. That's important. We also just don't really have other plays. I mean, we could just like draw a card with the clue, but I'd rather, yeah, flip Tamio, uptick. So now this kind of forces them to deal with the Tamio, or this is just going to get me such insane value. Okay, they drew a land for turn. Okay, what are they doing? Okay, they are just gonna slam the Coveted Jewel, which is not good, but hopefully we can deal with that. I have Arena of Glory, which I can use to haste out a creature. So if I draw, say, Huatli, I could haste it out. I know they have reprieve and balance and portable hole in the hand. I think they're determining now whether or not they want to portable hole my Tameo right now. Yeah, I think they're making the right choice here. Just makes a lot more sense to do this. Like they're just gonna reprieve it back to my hand, which I don't like. I'm in a lot of trouble. I guess I just force them to use the reprieve. Well, let's uptick the Tameo. I could also just hold up Trumpeting Carnosaur and make them waste their mana because they cannot reprieve the Trumpeting Carnosaur dealing 3 damage. And if I deal 3 damage to the Othari, yeah, I think that's going to be my play. So we're just going to play this land and then we're going to pass. And then I light their mana on fire. And then, okay, what are they doing? They're just going to cycle a Rogran Triumph. That's totally fine. Okay. They don't have access to their Grim Monolith. So it gets awkward for them if they don't have another white land. Because if they want to cast Othari, currently, they cannot cast any other white spells. So, I mean, eventually they're going to have to deal with this Tameo. In 2 turns, I get to draw half my deck, and I don't think they can recover from that. Okay, so they opting not to Othari here. It's actually a little unfortunate. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, now they just have their cake and eat it too. That's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I think the play seems obvious to me. I feel like it's portable hold a Tameo, and then play Othari, but I don't know. I'm not their mom. I won't judge them. They can do whatever they want. Yep, that's Othari. Okay. So this is whenever it attacks. So I can wait for them to go to combat. Yep. Okay. They have come to the line that yeah. Anyway, they have done the thing that I said they were going to do. Okay. So let's go to the combat. And then before they attack, we'll deal 3 damage to this. Oh, wait. Oh, this is going to be a sick turn, actually. Because now we can go Arena of Glory, haste it out, get the Coveted Jewel, draw 3 cards. Yeah, it's really disgusting. So we'll go Arena, we'll Exert, and then we get a Mycospawn, so we'll get to cast this, give it haste, get the trigger. I get a land. It comes with like untapped? Wait a minute. That's crazy. Oh man, I forgot about that. If I get the Windswept Heath, then I can get. Wait, I already have Trop Island. What do I want? It comes with like untapped, right? Yeah. So I can just get like Windswept Heath and then fetch up a forest for deck thinning purposes. Okay, so we'll get that, and then we'll fetch up a forest, not a Lush Portico. Okay, so now we'll attack, and because we are attacking and unblocked, I get control of the Coveted Jewel and draw 3 cards. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, so now we'll add triple blue, we'll play an Oko, and then we'll create... I guess we'll turn this clue into a 3/3 actually, and then we'll pass. Just to apply more pressure. Well, kind of an unfortunate set of draws, but now my board is just really, what's the word? Intimidating. So opponent will probably have a little bit of difficulties here. Also, my board is like so balance proof. Like I can force them Like I could just smack them for like 9 more damage next turn or something, and then they're forced to balance, and it's not even that bad for me. What did they do? Okay, that's kind of annoying. I just played an island and passed. So let's do this. See what's on top. That's a good card. I would like that. Okay, so now the question is, do I want to turn to turn their Grim Monolith into a creature? I actually don't hate that. But then they can just untap it too and then block. Let's attack first. Let's just try to do more damage. Okay. Now let's try for the Avacyn's Pilgrim. And then we can play the Mox Pearl. And then, yeah, I think I actually am going to turn their Grim Monolith into an Elk. It makes their balance worse. And it will make it so that they do not untap with like 9 or 8 or 9 mana. Okay, they didn't want to untap it, but I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, what do they got? Incest. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, now I definitely don't want them to untap with 9 mana. Because I guess one thing that's wrong with this plan is now if they have any sort of removal for the Pilgrim, they can just take back the Coveted Jewel. I did not think about that. That's not good. But hopefully with the Glory Bringer off the top, we draw more cards. We get to... It can Oko turn Mox Pearl into a creature. Hopefully we can just deal enough damage. Opponent shocks in a Hollow Fountain, and now what? Palace Jailer. That's pretty bad. Not gonna lie. It's not good. Pretty sure they just take the... Yep. Alright. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. I really should not have let them... Are they attacking me? Oh, that's so bad. Yep. Okay. Definitely should have left like a creature back. Okay. They have 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skyclave. Oh boy. And they still... Oh wait, no. Okay, they do not have Reprieve up anymore. So it's not that bad. We're actually in a pretty good spot. In fact, if they have nothing, we have Lethal. So that's good. Okay. Let's play land. Play Glorybringer. Yeah, there's no 2 mana card now. I guess this one. Draw a card. Surely they have an answer to this. I know they have Mana Drain. Ooh, Dismember. That's kind of good. Okay. Nothing yet. So attack. Exert. Deal 4 to the Skyclave. I get a 3/3. So currently they're dead. On board. There we go. Nice. Okay. So deck seems good. There's some problems. There's a little bit of mana issues, but yeah, I don't know. Deck's it's fun. It's definitely a fun deck. I'm not going to deny that. Okay, next round. Panic Goblin. This hand looks pretty good. I mean, okay, it has some problems. The main problem being that it doesn't have a forest, but Huali finds our forest, so I think we'll be fine. It also is kind of like bait for removal. Oh, oh, shoot. Do I just let them draw? Probably. Yeah, I'm probably just supposed to let them draw. That's kind of unfortunate. So we'll Mox Pearl. I will not pay. No. And then we'll just go turn one. Well, I get to draw a card too, so it's not that bad. Go turn one up the beanstalk. Okay, that is a tropical island. That's pretty good. So next turn we can go like Mountain Huatli, and then I believe on the next turn we can just go Trumpeting Carnosaur, which would be absolutely amazing. All right, let's go Mountain into Huatli. Maybe it gets countered or something. Okay, it hits. I will get a forest. It is my only legal choice. Okay, maybe Felia comes down. Nope, nope. Okay, they just don't have anything. Must have a lot of good 3 drops. So obviously I want to play the Orcish Lumberjack. Strip mine. Okay, can I still... Let's think about this. Can I still go Orcish Lumberjack plus Trumpeting Carnosaur on the following turn? Wait, yeah, add 3 mana? Yes. So let's start with the strip mine, take away their only blue source. Okay. Let's attack. And then we'll play out Orcish Lumberjack. And then we'll pass a turn. Okay. So hopefully that kind of... Oh, okay. Another island. But they didn't play anything on 3 last turn, so I don't know if they're going to play anything this turn. I kind of hope they tap out. Uh, okay. That's probably fine. I wonder what they take. I feel like they're... Well, they don't know I have a forest. They're going to take the Mox Pearl? Yeah, okay. Sure. All right. I'm just going to play a Trumpeting Carnosaur now. They're going to attack me for 1. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. All right. Let's... Yeah, let's... Oh my goodness. That's very cool. Yeah, let's do that instead. That sounds amazing. So, right, we sack a forest, we add a combo of red or green. Yeah, that's probably better. So we'll go tropical island. We'll go blue, green, red. Sack this forest to add um green, red. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I guess it does matter. Yeah, let's go with red because we're probably going to use that. Actually, the fact that we can't draw cards is a little... Hmm. Now that I've done it, I don't feel like loot's maybe the right move here. I think we're just gonna go big. We're gonna go Carnosaur. We're gonna draw a card. I mean, notably this doesn't play around days, but oh look, more things that trigger with the beanstalk. Oh, yeah, you know what? Trumpeting Carnosaur into Oko? Oh, sure, you can draw a card. I don't care. It's fine. Whatever. Oh, this game's so good. All right, we're going to uptick the Oko, and then we're going to slam them for 2. Your move, opponent. I just put like 9 mana worth of things and drew a card. Next turn we get to do it all again. So notably, I cannot do the same thing with loot next turn. I'm probably just going to play a Dracosaur. Palace Jailer. That's fine. They're taking the Lumberjack. Why? Do they have a way to kill the Carnosaur? What are they doing? What is this? What? Opponent? Are you okay? Are you okay, opponent? Oh my gosh. That's insane. That's insanity. All right, let's turn this into a thingy. Let's attack them with everything. We get the Orcish Lumberjack back. Like, what do they do here? Okay. I get the Monarch. I don't know what their plan is. Okay, we'll go Lush Portico. We see a Wrenn and 6. Yeah, I'll keep that. And then I don't, no, I don't have to kill it. I'm gonna draw a card. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna block. Like they probably have like a Damnation or not Damnation. They probably have Wrath of God or Sunfall. Fractured Identity. Okay, that's annoying, and I really wish that Dismember could kill the Carnosaur, but that's pretty good. That's a good play. Let's see what they hit. Adeline. That's a good card. That is a good card. At least it's one I can kill. Sure. Okay, they're gonna go to combat. So I can just kill the Adeline. Go to combat. So I think I just, yeah, I think I just kill the Palace Jailer here. So pay 2 life and 2 mana. Okay, so now we can. Oh my goodness, that's pretty good. All right, how do we do this? Can we kill them? Is it possible? Not quite. Oh, we're really close to killing them. How much mana can we make? That's the question. So we can make 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana potentially. We could loot and deal. I mean, I gotta just give the Dracosaur flying. I think the problem though is, yeah, this is too good to pass up. Oh, I know what okay, I know what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go Arena of Glory. We're gonna exert it and give our things haste, and then add green, and then we're gonna sack the forest. We're gonna add like red, green, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Actually, it does. Add green. Okay, we're gonna haste this out. So 1, 2, 3. I can add green, so I'll spend the green. We draw a card, which is also busted. Okay, we draw a forest. We play this. We play Wrenn and 6. And then we exchange control of our Lumberjack with their Adeline. And then we go to, oh, that's just disgusting, because then I make the 1/1. Oh, that was beautiful. Because either way, if I didn't make the 1/1, I just attack all, they go to, they're dead anyway, or I could deal like the last point with Wrenn and 6. That was gross. That was really disgusting. Orcish Lumberjack is clearly the star of the show here. All right, we're gonna go back. This deck is so much fun. I've yet to play a Scion of Draco yet. I would like to do that because that. Oh man, Scion of Draco, and I give like all of these things first strike, right? Red first strike. Yeah, and then trample. Oh, it gives hexproof if it's blue. That's crazy. Also, this hand looks crazy. Notably, Jite plus Tamio, not the combo you want to see, but that's okay. Hand's fine. I want to probably go turn one Tamio. I have the choice. Mm, we don't really have the card draw yet. I actually think we're just gonna go turn one Avacyn's Pilgrim. I changed my mind. So now next turn we can go turn two Huatli, draw another mountain, and then on the following turn we'll have 4 mana. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up being better. I just don't have that many ways to draw cards in this deck, so maybe I wait on the Tamio. Okay. Well, they could have a piece of interaction, but Huatli's going to end up being a pretty good bait for that. So yeah, we'll shock this in. And then we'll go for a Huatli. Let's see if it resolves. I assume they... Wow, it's just resolve. It's just snap resolves. It's got a mountain. So now next turn we could go Tamio, Jite, Surveil. Okay, Malcolm's a little annoying. But, oh, Tamio blocks Malcolm. That's good. We could also just go Jite Equip? No? Okay, Lightning Grease. That probably means they have Nadu. So that's definitely scary. That's a really good combo. So hopefully we can just kill them before they find that. So now I cannot Jite away the Malcolm, which is a little annoying. Maybe I could have done that on the previous turn, but we can just do what we originally said. We can go Tamio, Jite, and then Survey. Oh, huh. Well, now I can just go Ulvenwald Oddity. It's probably better on average to do the first thing I said though. So we'll go Tamio. Playing around Mana Tides too, which is important. Jite. Okay, we can attack. And then at the end of their turn, I can Surveil and get full domain, which is relevant if I draw like Scion of Draco or Tribal Flames. Yeah, they still know about this mountain, so that's something. Okay. Okay, I can respect it. I can respect the attack. Okay. Yeah, that is a play you can make. Oh my god. Oh man, people really don't know how to attack and block sometimes. Okay, let's get Mortuary. We Surveil into... Oh, look, a Glorybringer. Yeah, let's keep that. Put that on the top. Okay. So let's play this mountain. It feels so risky to, like, play... or to flip this. Let's attack first with... Oh, it's kind of annoying. I probably should have tried to resolve the Dracosaur first, because I wanted to attack with Tamio to investigate, but then I also wanted to like. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just gonna play into the mistake a little bit. I was definitely supposed to attempt a Dracosaur that turn. I don't know. They might play something. Maybe they want to interact with Tamio. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's fine. There's no way they block this thing, right? I guess why else would they Hmm. Okay. Well, I mean, that's kind of unfortunate. I could try to draw something. I feel like if they play this, that means they're gonna resolve a time twister on me, but it's better just to I think it's better just to do this. And then hopefully they don't have anything like a time twister or something like that. What are you what are you doing, opponent? Really think about this attack. Really think about it. Just just really think about it. They just passed the turn. What is happening? What is going on? Oh, look, I made a bunch of things. Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Wait, wait. There's so much I can do right now. This is incredible. Okay. So this is so gross. All right, let's play the Arena of Glory. Let's play out how much mana do we have? We have one, two, three, four, five, six. So let's start with a up the beanstalk. Shit. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot about that. That's okay. That was a bad idea. That was not what I wanted to do. Not bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's okay. That's yep. This is what I get. This is what I get. Oh, they remand. Okay. Okay. That's oh boy. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not worried at all. There's no problems here. there's 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 no problems here. None at all. I didn't just give them two treasures for no reason. Clearly. Sure. Okay. Well, here we're gonna get. Luckily, we get this on first strike damage, so we can do this, and then just let this happen. Okay, cool. So bad. All right. If I lose because of that, it's totally on me. That's pretty funny though. I just got too blinded by the value. So I guess the theoretical worst thing they could do here is like Sunfall, and that's not even that bad. Oh, okay. Well, it is Sunfall. Okay. Well, gee, would have been nice if they didn't have access to the mana to do that, and then I just insta win on my turn. Would have been great. God. Okay, one, two, three, four, five, six. I mean, I kind of just like going Scion plus Ulvenwald. I don't draw a card, but that's okay. Let's go library. Let's go green, whatever. Green. Play Ulvenwald. And then we'll play the Scion of Draco again. Draw a card. I guess I should have done that first. Okay, Ren and 6. And then hit them. Okay. So they are very dead next turn. Hopefully we can just... Yeah, that incubator token is not doing anything for them. Oh man, this Glorybringer is going to have flying first strike and haste with the Scion of Draco. And then we can do the trick we did last time with the Umazawa's Jite. Give it to the first strike creature. We can Ren and 6 back the Windswept Heath. There's so many things we can do. We get to draw a card with the Up the Beanstalk. I just feel like we are in the driver's seat right now. And we would have most certainly won the game if I hadn't stupidly played my Up the Beanstalk into the Hull Breacher. That was bad. That was pretty bad. And they concede. Okay, great. I love it. All right, we are 2-0-4-0. We are going into the trophy match. To be honest, I mean, I don't know if my opponent's decks so far have been that great. I haven't seen like any pieces of power or anything, but 2-0-4-0 is nothing to scoff at. The deck seems really strong. I think the biggest overperformer this league has been the Orcish Lumberjack, just enabling these kind of insane like turn 3 or 4 plays of like dropping a bunch of 6 drops or whatever. That's been very powerful. So Loot's been, I mean, I've only cast Loot like once, right? But Loot ended up being pretty good. All right, here we go. Okay, won the die roll. That's good. This hand looks. It has all our colors. It has cheap I'm gonna keep it. It's not the best, but at least we get to see what's going on, and then we know what's gonna what their game plan is. Okay, mono red. All right, well, that's okay. Let's just go tap land. So they're probably gonna go turn 1 robber. Makes sense. Mountain robber. Yep. Okay. That's annoying, but not bad. We do get to go turn 3. Ooh, Orcish Lumberjack, you say. Oh, okay. I like that. We can also bait the removal. I like it. I like it. So we'll start with the Flame Slash here, and we'll play a Lumberjack here. If they don't kill the Lumberjack, which, I mean, they might. They have the Bolt in hand. So they might not kill it. They're killing it. they're definitely killing it. Okay, never mind. Okay, so now what? Mm, if I wow, if I go Oko, they an uptick. Bolt plus Fear of Missing Out does not even kill it. That's insane. So yeah, let's just do that. The other option is like Carnosaur, but I think Oko just gives me like so much inherent value. Is that true? Do I want to go Carnosaur on the FOMO? No, because if I untap with Oko, it just gets kind of really, really insane. So yeah, let's just do that. Specifically because Lightning Bolt plus Fear of Missing Out does not kill Oko. So they would need like a sorcery. So if they do like Firebolt plus double FOMO attack kills Oko, I guess that's pretty good. But the fact that they're taking this long might mean they just have the Lightning Bolt. Maybe the rest of their hand is not that strong. I stand corrected. This hand is ridiculous. This is really bad now. Okay, Oko down for sure. Lightning Bolt the Oko. Yeah. Okay. So the question is, I think I know the last card in hand is a land. Oh, they're just shooting it at me. Oh boy. Oh and boy, and now we have FOMO. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. So now what? I mean, I've got to Carnosaur away something. God, the Broadside Barbateers is really annoying. What's worse? I guess I can wait. I can wait to see if they try to play some sort of like other thing they want to fling at my face. Yeah, I think on average it's better for me to kill the FOMO. Because if they don't have anything else they can play, this is only 2 damage a turn. Just not that bad. Okay. Are they going to fling Magda at my face? Probably not. Land? Okay, okay. That's pretty good. Let's see. Right? Did they put a forest in the graveyard? Why do they have a forest? All right. Anyway. Okay. Oh, we can't even play the. Man, that's not good. Didn't realize it didn't have double green. Okay. Well, we're close. Okay, we have the hierarch. We can gain life. Oh no, they can just kill. Oh man, this is really bad. Because they could just make the treasure, shoot it at the hierarch. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna take it. Go to 8. They're dealing the damage to my face. Okay. That being the case, right now I'm gonna gain 3 life because I feel like they were supposed to kill the hierarch, but they just must be interested in doing some other damage or something. That tap land. I really did not want that to be a tap land. I really wanted that to be um okay. Really wanted that to be an untapped land. So that being the case, am I supposed to play the Ulvenwald Oddity and have that be bait before I do the loot? They can deal quite a lot of damage to me. Let's mortuary first. Let's see what's on the top. Huatli, get out of here. Okay. I think that's the play. Yeah, let's go Ulvenwald Oddity. And then no attacks. Because ideally, I want to untap with the Noble High. I want to untap with 6 lands, or yeah, 6 mana, and then loot and kill Broadside Bombardiers, or draw 3 cards, or something like that. Like I have options. Okay. I mean, look, if they want to just kill Ulvenwald Odd, yeah, I'm totally okay with this. That is completely fine. Because they're not killing Noble Hierarch, which means I get to. Okay, perfect. Oh, that was a good draw. All right. Um, I mean, technically, to play around. Technically, I could play around like what's it called, like reprieve or something. But I don't think we're not really in a position where we can like do that necessarily. So we just got to make this work. So we'll give ourselves the they're just F6. That's crazy. We'll do this. We'll have that deal 3, and then I could draw 3 cards, but it makes a lot more sense to just kill the Broadside Bombardiers. Great. Okay. So now I have a loot, and then I can deal 6 damage next turn. Then I can draw 3 cards. So I can deal up to 11 damage. Oh, that's so good. That's so good that they passed the turn and did nothing. All right, let's attack for 6. Okay, great. Let's draw 3 cards. Those are good. We'll go library, Mox Pearl, red, white, green, black. Oh, I have to pay 4 for this? That's annoying. 2, 3, 4. Go Scion of Draco. And then I could Tribal Flames them. I think it's probably. I'll just wait. I'll just be patient. I don't need to fire it off right now. Like, oh, loot has hexproof. Just yeah, that's nice. Forgot about that. Yeah, this has first strike, trample, and hexproof. First strike, hexproof, trample, double strike, vigilance, haste. Just very casual magic card. Average magic card in 2025. Okay, that's fine. They're still currently dead. And they concede. Love it. Okay. Their deck is definitely scary. They don't seem to have a lot of interaction, though. Or like counter spells. They have Lightning Bolt and Galvanic Discharge. But as far as like just going for it and jamming a big threat, I think I can do that. So that being the case, it's probably a good idea to put in the Seething Song, because if I ever have a hand with like Seething Song plus a Glorybringer or something, or a Trumpeting Carnosaur, that could lead to a fairly. I could just go bigger than the opponent, and their deck seems very fast. It has a Mox Sapphire, lots of 2 drops, and the Broadside Bombardiers. So we just need to like do something big and flashy to kind of curve things down. Like if they do like a turn 2, like a turn 1 2 drop attack me, and then a turn 2 Broadside Bombardiers, and then I'm able to follow that up with like a turn 3 Glorybringer. That's where I could probably gain the edge. But the question is what to cut. Um, Lumberjack. Lumberjack also kind of does the same thing. It could be like EI. It could be. No, Huali's the body is fine. I don't know. All these cards seem really good. Tamio's defensive, 0-3. Flame Slash, obviously not going to cut. Dismember, not going to cut. Maybe I'm just supposed to. I don't know. Maybe everything I just said right now is BS and I'm not supposed to bring it in. Maybe my deck is like, good and interactive enough in the early game that I don't need to weaken the average strength of my draws by like with this do nothing card. And really, it's only good with like Dracosaur and Glorybringer, because then you run into some colored mana issues. All right, never mind. I talked myself out of it. Everything I just said, you can just ignore. We're just gonna go back in. Okay, so yeah, this is good. This is a good hand. So we can go either turn 1 fire or ice, or we could go like turn 1 Tameo. These are all good options. I can flip Tameo next turn. Okay, that's also really good. This Mox Pearl is annoying. So now the question becomes, I think I'm always getting a. I'm always getting a tropical island here. So the question is, do I want to play out the Tameo or the Noble Hierarch? I can flip. If I flip Tameo on 2, that's really good. Okay, I feel like it's gonna get killed, but I don't know. I'm feeling good about that. Maybe. And if they just play like a 2-drop here, they also didn't have a lightning bolt. They didn't have a lightning bolt. That's totally fine. We can kill that. We can flip. Actually, now I don't care so much about flipping Tameo. Now I want to kill the Magda. Ooh, Orcish Lumberjack too. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's go for the Noble Hierarch. And then we'll fire, do 1 and 1. Yeah, we should be. Maybe we just draw naturally here with the clues. So like next turn we can flip Tameo and play Orcish Lumberjack. That's pretty good. Surveil land. So I just have to be careful. If I go like all in on Tameo, they might be able to kill her before I flip. Okay. Well, let's go to combat. Okay. If they let this trigger resolve, okay, they let it resolve. So now they can't kill it with a lightning bolt because okay. I'm just gonna try for it. I'm just gonna go for it. Draw a card. Ooh. Oh, up the beanstalk. Even better. Wow. Okay. Uptick. Strip mine away your I guess your red green land. That's disgusting. Let's see what you got. They just concede. That's it. 3060. That is excellent. Yeah, This deck was so much fun. Let's go back. Okay, so what did we have? So what did we never saw Expressive Iteration or Third Path Iconoclast. We barely saw Ren and Six. We barely saw Jite, but I don't know. The rest of the deck felt really strong. Orcish Lumberjack in particular was strong in that one game where it basically generated me like 7 mana, and then I'm able to play my big threats. Trumpeting Carnosaur is great as either a piece of removal or just a big threat that like draws another card basically. And then Up the Beanstalk was super great because as I was casting like my big dumb 5 drops, they basically chained into each other. Also, the Scion of Draco doing the whole cheating thing with the Up the Beanstalk. It allows a cheap interaction. It had a piece of power. So we had some pretty explosive starts. We just played a good interactive game and then one with like fair square magic with like a couple busted planeswalkers here and there. So yeah, this deck was a lot of fun. All right, thanks for watching.